Tony with Resume CEO. I am here at the oceanfront in Virginia Beach, Virginia. Wanted to take the time to, doing this for the first time, but wanted to take the time to talk to you a little bit about your resume. Talk to you a little bit about more than your resume, probably more about what you want to do with your career and where you want to go and how you want to maybe provide a better life for you and your family. Or for whatever reason, maybe you want to accumulate more wealth. Maybe you want to, have a better job with, a better boss, with a better company. So I want to talk to you a little bit about that today. This is going to be the first of many Facebook Live sessions that I'm going to do, just where I get to talk to you a little bit about what I've learned, what I know, skills that I've put into effect, that have helped me grow and help others to grow in their career and get the careers that they want. So probably the first thing that I want to talk about on this installment is, number one, you need to get out of your mind that you are whatever your career is, you are a biologist looking for a job, you are a retail clerk looking for a new job, you are a barista, looking for a new job, anything, lawyer, doctor, mathematician, accountant, IT professional. All right. So the first thing you got to get out of your head is that you are that. When you're looking for a job, you are none of those things at all. You are none of those things. The first thing that you always are when looking for a new job, you are a salesperson. That is what you are. You are not a clerk. You are not putting out information and just hoping people come to you. That's not how this is going to work. That's not how you're going to be successful. Will you get a job that way? Probably. Will you get the job with the highest pay that you could possibly get at the best company that you could work for in the best position you possibly can? Probably not. All right. So one thing that I want to instill in you is that first and foremost, you are a salesperson. And if you kind of are of the mentality that you don't like to be salesy, well, that's a shame, because you have to get over that. You have to realize that you are selling you. You are selling your company. You are selling basically me incorporated. So you got to sell that. So first thing you got to realize about sales is that you're not going up and just saying, this is what we have to offer, and then give them a blank stare. That's not how you do it. If you're a true salesperson, you're going to talk about the benefits of purchasing this product, i.e. you, to work for your company, and that there's going to be many benefits and there are going to be many great accomplishments, and the results are going to be better with me than with any other product you're going to buy, with any other employee or job candidate that you're going to hire. So you got to keep that in mind. You are selling that. If you do not sell that on your resume, on your cover letter, on your interview follow-up letter, on your LinkedIn profile, in the interview, in any networking conversation you have with people that work for that company and may or may not know the hiring managers, you always have to come across that way. You have to sell you. All right? And after, you get into the position, you still kind of have to sell you. If you want to move up, if you maybe want to get promoted, if you want to get a better position, higher pay, you still have to sell you, right? So again, keep in your head that you are a salesperson. You are selling you on your resume. You are not asking people, hey, what do you think of this? You're not doing that, all right? So that's number one. Number two, if you have the word on the top of your resume that says objective, something like that, like career objective. So that right there, what that says, there's two reasons why that's bad. One, you no longer need that in today's world. In today's economy with the technology that we have, when you apply for a job, 99 times out of 100, the resume is going to be attached to the job that you apply to. So therefore, you don't need to say, this is the objective, right? Number two, regarding the objective, you're not going to tell the company what you want, because it's all about you at that point. You have to sell you. That would be like if you were a salesperson, or let's say you walked into AT&T or Verizon and you were looking for a new phone, and then the guy said, hey, can you buy this really expensive phone? I need to meet quota. That's basically what you're doing by putting an objective statement on the top of the resume. What you're saying is, this is what I need. I'm very needy. So you want to take that out. You want to use that space and replace it with something else. You want to replace it with a keyword-rich, eye-capturing, this is what I can do for you headline. So instead of saying, career objective, looking for a management position in a reputable organization, because that's all about you, right? What you're going to say, it's going to be more like a commercial, an advertisement that's going to make the hiring manager or the recruiter or whoever think more about what you can do for them. So you're going to say something along the lines of, experienced sales manager, with 10 years management experience or something to that effect, So you're basically going to say what you have to bring to the table. Because when it comes to this, when it comes down to it, you better be putting something on the table that everybody else isn't, right? And here's the interesting thing. This is the third thing I want to convey. The interesting thing is that by writing a great resume, having a great cover letter, having an interview follow-up letter, having a LinkedIn profile that's good, and doing amazing on the interview and with anybody that you network with, right? What you got to do is do a broad, streamlined, professional branding across all of those things, right? So here's what I want to convey. You might not be the best person for that position out of everybody that applied, but it could just be that your stuff is so good, your resume is so good and so attractive to these hiring managers that they are going to choose you for an interview over a guy who might be even more qualified than you, but cannot convey it on any of his career management documents, right? So you could have that, and this happens all the time. And this may have happened to you. You may have been the more qualified person, but you could not convey that on a resume, cover letter, your interview, LinkedIn profile. You could not do that, all right? So those are the three things that I want to impress on you in this first installment of Resume CEO on Facebook Live. So if you walk away with those three things and you just implement that, I guarantee you have more success in getting promoted, getting raises, getting a new job, or switching to a new career. So what you have to do is promote yourself by what you can do. Ask not what your country can do for you, but what you can do for your country. Ask not what the employer can do for you, but what you can do for the employer. What can I do for you, sir or ma'am? And you're going to tell them that on all of your career management literature and media and networking with people. So they will pick you over everybody else. Even if you maybe aren't the most qualified person, you are better at sales than everybody else. And if you need a professional, if you need somebody that's been, professionally trained in that, I can do that for you. Just contact me at, through Facebook on the Messenger. You can give me a call, 757-761-4826. Email me at Sean, S-E-A-N, at ResumeCEO, and I can help you out with that. Or you can go to www.resumeceo.com, and I'd be more than happy to help you with that. Thank you for listening. Have a wonderful day, and I hope you get to the beach too sometime.